Hi everybody. Welcome back. Welcome to Table Talk with Elle. And if you haven't been here before, I'm Elle. I'm Linda. Hope you're all doing well. Today I thought I'd like to talk about communication. Communication is something that's really important because without it, how do people understand who we are or what we want them to know? So I've started reading this book, which I'm really enjoying, Nonviolent Communication with Marshall Rosenberg. Just at the beginning, but I'm finding it really interesting. So it made me wonder, what do you guys think about when you think about communication? Do you feel like you're a good communicator? Do you feel seen? Do you feel heard? Do you feel like people really understand what you're trying to get across? And are you able to do it in a way that feels good to you? Does it stress you out to communicate? Are you frustrated? Do you get angry? Do you feel like no one ever pays attention to what you're trying to say? Do you even feel seen? These are all things that I've struggled with over the years. So it made me think about, do I really have good communication skills? And I think I'd have to say, no. No, I did not have good communication skills. I think I often thought, oh, they know what I'm thinking. I'm sure they can understand. Why can't they understand? I feel this way. They must feel this way. Well, I think by now we know, any of us who have been in any kind of a relationship or have friendships, family members who we're sometimes frustrated with, we're angry with, we're upset, we don't feel like they get us. Well, I'm not saying it's you. I'm not saying it's them. But maybe it's the way we're communicating or lack of skills. Maybe we need to work on, improve, so we can be understood better. So one of the first things in the book he talks about, his book is called Nonviolent Communication. And I do believe he came up with that title from the story he tells about what happened to him in school. You know, he was beat up because I think people didn't like his name, unfortunately. And it's sad that these sort of things still happen. But, how often in our lives, how often are we not liked for something, even when others don't even know who we are? So definitely we want to be able to be more effective in the way we talk to others and in the way we want others to understand us. Will that work for everyone? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's going to work for everyone because, we're not for everyone. Not everyone, we're all different. Not everyone's going to get us. And you know how we all talk about these days, one of the click words I'll say are tribe. And we all talk about, when you find your tribe. And there are people out there, we know there are people out there who they get us and we get them. But what about the ones who we'd like to have a little more clearer conversation with? So the first few things he lays out, it's about observing. What's happening in a conversation? What's going on there? How are you feeling? How are they feeling? Second thing, feelings. How does it feel to you? How is this person coming across to you? How do you feel to them? What are your needs? What's the purpose of having this conversation? What's the intention here? What are your needs? What is it you're trying to explain to someone? And what requests are you making because of what you need? Like, say, for instance, I don't know, we're just going to say we've got dirty socks around the house and they're not getting picked up. So you say to somebody, I'd really love it if you pick up your socks. It really frustrates me. And then you say, could you take them to the laundry basket? I'd really appreciate that. Or could you put them all in a pile? And I mean, I'm just being very generic here because obviously we have a lot more needs than our socks in a pile or a laundry basket. So that's okay. So what are your needs? And what do you think your communication skill level is at? Do you feel like you're a really good communicator? Or do you have more of a conversation in your head than out of your lips? Like, do you feel that the internal dialogue you're having with yourself is coming out of your mouth? I know for a long time, I thought that they obviously knew what I was thinking. Well, of course they know. They know what I'm thinking. How could they not know what I'm thinking? Well, they don't know what you're thinking. Because we're not mind readers per se. I mean, some of us have pretty good intuition. And if you practice and use your intuition, yeah, you might have a feeling, but it's still not speaking it. So speak how you're feeling, what you're thinking, and try to take a few moments that you can do it in a way you're responding instead of reacting. Because communication is key. I mean, without it, what is a relationship? We may think when we go out on a date, oh, someone's attractive. We've got great chemistry with them. And that is part of the package. Obviously, we do need to be attracted to them. I mean, why are we going to date someone if we're not attracted to them? Like, what are we doing that for? But what really brings people together, along with attraction and chemistry, is seeing they have more depth. There's more beneath the surface. And that comes through communication. It comes through asking questions about other people and being interested. Because looks are only going to go so far. You may go out with someone several times and then you're in a coma because you're bored out of your mind. Because they're not interesting. Or they don't ask you any questions. They just think you're cute. Doesn't go very far, does it? So communication is really important. And it's hard. It's hard sometimes to start communicating with someone else if you've not done that, if you've not had the tools, if you've not been able to do it in your childhood, if you were in your family and you never felt seen or heard, or you never felt like you could speak your truth and say what you needed to say and have it be respected. So all of these things can be improved. We can practice them. I remember when I started practicing it with some of my family members who I'm close with and some of my friends, it was hard. It was hard. It was physically hard to get it out of my mouth because I was so afraid I wouldn't be accepted. I was afraid to communicate how I really felt about something. And you know, when we do that early on in a respectful and kind way, in our romantic friendships or in new relationships, we figure out maybe this person isn't for us. Maybe we're just not compatible. Maybe our values and ideas don't align. All really important things to know for lasting, respectful, loving relationships. Just something to leave you with, to think about. Drop me a comment. Tell me about your relationship skills, whether it be personal, professional, romantic. Do you feel like they've gotten better? Do you feel heard? Do you feel seen? Do you feel respected? Do you feel like you're able to express yourself in a way that's true to you and you can respond? And you can also listen and hear others. Alrighty, take care. Until next time, thanks for listening.